Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dubs Boxing. Back with another live stream. You know what I'm saying? We're going to build on some boxing talk. Breaking down the new WBC rankings. This came out today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how I like to get into it. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Just dropped a video about Mark Breland. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff. Very interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what's up. So, and then we did a live stream earlier, so if you haven't caught that, you can catch that on the rebound. I appreciate it. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna do a screen share, talk about these rankings, you know what I'm saying? See if we can find anything, you know what I'm saying, looking crazy out here. And just overall just educate ourselves on how they do these rankings, and it give you like foresight of what fights can be made next, you know what I'm saying? How these promoters and sanctioning bodies moving. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it. Bruce goes, salute. Oh, I appreciate that, Bruce goes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. Thank you. JC, what's good, bro? What's good with you? So once again, we're gonna you know what I'm saying, definitely gonna educate and talk about some of this stuff that's going on, and so we won't get caught up. You know how they try to do us and stuff, trying to hit us with these fights out of nowhere, but we're going to have to drop on them. So, all right, let me make sure I'm straight. Let me know if you guys can see that, if it's big enough. So, starting at the heavyweight division. So, we all know what it is at the top of the division. Tyson Fury is the WBC champion. We know. He's trying to get a fight with Anthony Joshua for undisputed, but we all know he's going through mediation and all that good stuff with Deontay Wilder, so it's kind of on hold right now. So not sure what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We know AJ is the unified champion. He got the other 3 belts. Alexander Povetkin is the interim champion. He's about to rematch Dylan White March the 6th, which should be another fun fight. He stopped him last August 22nd with a nice uppercut. We all remember that. So that's what it is right there. So let's go through the rankings. You got Deontay Wilder number 1. You know what I'm saying? He's been number 1 since he lost the belt. Usyk number 2. So it really ain't nothing changed too much. Ortiz, Ruiz, Joyce. Now Joyce had a high ranking after he beat Dubois. So he basically took his spot. Dylan White, so on and so forth. So these rankings, the WBC rankings, are actually the best rankings. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean they're the best sanctioned body. I think the IBF is the best sanctioned body. But if you look at the 17 divisions, pretty much the WBC is pretty much on point. You know what I'm saying? You can rotate some guys here and there, but it's pretty consistent. You know what I'm saying? probably except for certain divisions. But this is pretty much how I see it in the heavyweight division. I mean, it depends on you who you want to throw in and throw out. You know what I'm saying? So, not a lot of these guys have fights coming up. Let me see. Joseph Parker, number 7, he has a fight coming up February the 27th versus Junior Fa. Michael Hunter, nothing. Philip Herkovich, they talking about him going maybe in April versus Martin Bacoli. We'll see. Charles Martin, he's the IBF um, number 2 contender. He won an eliminator, so not sure what he gonna do if he gonna go down the WBC sanctioned body route. Maybe he just stick to the IBF. But I know he been linked to Deontay Wilder, so that fight can happen. But just me looking at it as in a manager and promoter standpoint, I can't see Charles Martin giving up that IBF position without Wilder being in the IBF to fight for the final eliminator. So that's just me. Uh, excuse me, FL Jabba. Not sure what he got going. Um, he probably be back like April. You know what I'm saying? Caballel, he haven't fought in a minute since like the summertime last year. Yoka has a fight coming up March the 5th. Frank Sanchez, I think he twisted his ankle or something in his last fight or the build up to the last fight. So I'm not sure when he coming back. And then Derek Chisora. So Derek Chisora has been linked up to Joseph Parker and Zilly John. So we'll see what happens with that. So yes, sir. Heavyweight division. They get it cracking. Yeah, you see Martin McCauley, he's the international champion. So all right, so we're moving down to Bridgerweight, the new division. The only division. WC is the only one with this division. They have a vacant title, of course. Their first sanctioned fight in this division would be March the 13th. Lorenia, number 2, Kevin Lorenia. He's the IBO cruiserweight champion right now. He's going to fight the number 9 guy, Bilal Lagoon. So that supposed to be for the silver championship. So I'm not sure what they're going to do. But you see, Brad Jennings was like number 7 or 8 last month. Now he moved up to number 3. Nobody had a fight. So what that tells me, he probably be in a position to fight one of these guys. Maybe a rematch with Rivas. And Rivas might have a fight coming up in Canada against an obscure opponent, like March the 12th, something like that. So be on the lookout for that. But well, I don't know. He fighting a guy with like a subpar record. So I don't know. Maybe just want to shake off the rust. So me saying Brian Jennings jump up to number 3, that tells me he might get the winner between Lorenia and Lagoon for the first ever Bridgerweight championship. So we have to see. You know what I'm saying? But all honestly though, if these guys, because all these guys are kind of smaller, if they was like in the heavyweight division, probably one person might be a top 30 guy. Maybe Rivas. Rivas might be a top 20 guy. But everybody else is probably top 30. Now, the matchups are actually kind of 50-50. I know Brian Jennings he stopped Spilka and he fought Rivas. Rivas stopped him. Um, you know, but if you match them up real talk, it might be some good fights. Smaller heavyweights, they can bang a little bit. I don't know. I'll say do a tournament, you know what I'm saying? And then you have to get it out there to the people if you want to push this division, but nobody really gonna take it seriously like that. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna move on. So to cruiserweight. So the champion is Junior Makabu. Good fighter, very fun to watch, action-packed fighter. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw coming off a good win over Daradola last month. You know what I'm saying? Always fun to watch. Is either you're gonna get him or he's gonna get you. He has a mandatory, I believe, the number 1 guy. I think he beat him already. The kid from South Africa. That's the one who beat Chambers, Eddie Chambers a couple years ago. So I like to see Makabu unify with Breeders. That's a good fight. That's a real good fight. But we'll see, man. I think I read something about him. He's been allowed to have another fight in his home country in the Congo or Zaire. Which one? I think it's the Congo. My bad. The Congo. So he might have a fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? So looking at these rankings, pretty good guys. He fought most of them. He fought the number one and number two. I think he fought the number three guy too. So he's actually fighting these guys. So, when we look at these divisions and you be like, man, who these guys done fought? Like he actually fighting these guys, like real talk. See Tapiti at number 5. Dolico's been ordered to fight for the WBA regular. So that's against Ryan Mahari. So we'll see. What's up, Intangible? Salute, salute. So we'll see. And this all like to me, I like the cruiserweight division because these guys can punch. It's always a threat of a big knockout. And you know what I'm saying? They're just basically junior heavyweight. So if they fight each other, it always make the division good. You know what I'm saying? Richard Rapport, he might have a title eliminator coming up in the WBA. Let me see. So yeah, man. That's a cruiserweight division. So they like the stepchild of boxing, really. The boxing divisions. Nobody really give them no love. So they gotta definitely fight each other. So you know what I'm saying, they can get that attention. What's up, DB? Salute to you. What's going on? All right, so we're gonna move down to light heavyweight. See what's cracking over there. So the champion, Arthur Beterbiev, he is the unified champion. He got the BC and the IBF. He has a fight coming up March the 20th against Adam Dantes. That's his IBF mandatory. Well, I don't know if it's IBF mandatory. I'm kind of confused with that. But that's his next. I think that's a voluntary. But he's fighting that guy. That might be on ESPN Plus coming up. That's a fight he should win, but it's a dangerous fight. My man Daniels can fight though. His southpaw, he can punch a little bit. So although if you look at his record, it might not look like he's a big puncher, but you gotta watch his fight. He can punch a little bit. Excuse me. Pascal is the silver champion, and he's also the WBA regular. So he'll probably rock with the WBA. So it's tossed with him running it back with Badu Jack, which was a good fight. The first fight was good. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can run that back. Then you got Gilberto Ramirez and Marcus Brown was ordered to fight for the WBC interim title. That's a good fight. Good little crossroads fights with two southpaws. Zerto came back in December. I think he fought in Galveston, Texas, and got a knockout victory. It was like his first fight in a long time, and haven't seen Marcus Brown since his loss to Pascal. So, yeah, man, ring rust gonna be crazy, but that's a good fight though. And I know the purse bid is supposed to have been February the 5th. I don't know what happened, so maybe they working out a deal. Same thing with Gary Russell and Ray Vargas. So I'm gonna get to them too. So it's quiet, so maybe they working out a deal. So okay, so talk about Marcus Brown, Badu Jack. Talk about him. Hacking, I don't know what he's going to do. He might be an opponent for Waxy or something like that. Jesse Hart, he been out the ring for over a year since losing to Joe Smith. Then of course, we got Joe Smith this weekend for the WBO title versus Max Vlasov. That's a good fight. Southern Barrera, he talking about moving down to 68. Lyndon Arthur, number 12, just beat Yard. Then you got Yard. So I mean, this division gotta get cracking. Like the top guys, Bivol, Beterbiev, they gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? The winner between Smith and Vlasov, they can fight the winner between Beterbiev. That's a three belt unification. So I'm with that. So yes, sir. But they gotta get cracking though. Man, JC said, "What's up?" That's what's good. All right, moving down to 168. You know what I'm saying? This division been getting a lot of publicity lately. You know what I'm saying? So you got Canelo, WBC champion, WBA champion. He about to fight Yildirim. We all know the story. Mandatory, fake mandatory, whatever you want to call it. He's fighting in February, so it is what it is. The silver champion, excuse me, from Uzbekistan. He's decent though. He had a nice little amateur career, but I don't know if he can be able to get over here. What's up, Milo? Salute to you. Bivol going back to 68. Okay, that's what's up. He gotta go back to 68. Okay. I'm with that. What's up, Haplotype? Salute to you. So this division, man, it can't get cracking though. You know what I'm saying? Canelo trying to, the way he talking, he want to become undisputed in this. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? If he take that route, which look like he gonna take it, I'm with it. I ain't mad at it. So after years, you're supposed to fight Billy Joe in May, and then Caleb Plant in September. That's the word on the street. We seen Caleb Plant a couple of weeks ago. Some people was up about his performance, some people was down. I like the performance. He shut the dude out. I seen him get hit with some shots. I seen that uppercut along the ropes and a couple of right hands, but it wasn't too much that I've been like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he really barely got hit in that fight. Should he win for the knockout? Yeah, but he beat the guy 12-0, so it is what it is. He got the lotto ticket, so I don't expect him to be fighting nobody in between now and September when he get the call for Canelo. He said Jacobs versus Benavidez for the WBC mandatory. Um, Maybe. What's good with you, Manuel? What's good with you, Manuel Vargas in the house? Maybe they can do that. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, I like this division. If they fight each other at the top, you got Benavidez coming back March 13th versus number 8 Ronald Ellis. So I guess that's a good little tune up, a stay busy fight. What's up, Mark Pinkleton? He said Yildirim, Billy Joe, Joe Smith Jr. for Canelo this year. Okay. All right, we'll see. Joe Smith Jr., that's an interesting one. We'll see. I think Joe Smith gonna make him work. I know that. He might not win. He might get caught with some counters, but he gonna make Canelo work. I like to see it. So Ronald Ellis, we'll see what he can do versus Benavidez. I like Benavidez winning though. You know what I'm saying? IBT was good. Was good. I like Benavidez in that fight. Of course, we talk about Yildirim. David Lemieux, I'm not sure what he's gonna do. Anthony Durrell, he's fighting February the 27th against Karan Davis. Karan Davis is moving up from middleweight, so that's just, I guess it's tune-up season or stay busy season. That's a fight he should win. Jacobs, not sure what he's gonna do. Callum Smith, he talking about going to light heavyweight, so I don't know if he's recovered. Shiskin has a fight on Showbox February 17th. Look out for him. He's decent. He's trained by Sugar Hill. Shulinov has a fight the 27th versus a long reigning contender, light heavyweight contender, Isaac Shalimba. So that's the 27th. Those are hardcore fan type facts. That should be popping off my head. If I see a fighter, I pretty much know what they got next. John Ryder, he's supposed to fight David Morrell, WBA regular champion. That's coming up. Adios just fought. Braman talking about fighting Felix Sturm. Rosado, I'm not sure. He been calling out Andre. But I can see Rosado versus number 15 guy. Gongora, the IBO champion. He just signed with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. I can see that fight. Gongora versus Rosado. Okay. But Rosado been linked up to Berlanga though, so we'll see. He said Isaac is a free agent. Wouldn't be surprised to see him with Lemieux. Okay. That's a good fight. That might be a good fight. He fights like his stablemate, Quadratilo. They fight. Are they brothers? They look alike too. Let's see. DB said anybody who accept the dive money has limited abilities. That's who we'll see. Yeah, man. It be suspect sometimes. He said Benavidez look to be in good shape. Curious to see what weight he comes in at. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He better make weight. He been in training camp since like the second week of December. But yeah, he looked good. He always looked like he ain't gonna never be like no bodybuilder or no 6, 7, 8 pack type guy. He proved he still got endurance. So even when he came in overweight. So yeah, I like Benavidez. He got a good work rate. He got good work rate. Yeah, Canelo be on it. So yeah, so we'll see, man, what's going on with super middleweight. All right, to middleweight. Is kind of you know on the down end to me. I mean, you got the top guys, but they're not fighting each other, so they're we don't know. I ain't even talking about that shit, franchise shit. But the champion is Jamal Charlo coming off a good victory over Derenchenko. That was a good performance. That was September, so look for him to get back in the ring. I know we've been hearing about him and Benavidez and all that good stuff. I don't think they fighting until he said Tom Brand of boxing. I don't see that fight happening without Charlo taking an in between fight. If I'm the matchmaker and I'm the one talking to him, I'm like, look, I like the Jacobs fight at 168 because think about this. He just came off a pay-per-view fighting Derenchenko. Yeah, his brother was on the card too. So I don't think you should take a step down, like not too far down. And Jacobs provides that storyline. He's a name. We know who Jacobs is. He coming off that trash performance, but still, I mean, people will get hyped with it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they can build it up a little bit via Zoom, you know what I'm saying? So I think he should do that. But I have a feeling he's not gonna do that. I'm gonna talk about that. He said Charlo needs to move up. If it's Islam, it won't do nothing for him. So Islam, right? So I say, I be paying attention to everything. I seen PBC posted one of his fights that's out the blue. I'm like, why they doing that? Are they trying to tell you something subliminal? You know what I'm saying? He been linked up to fight Munguia, so we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Murata versus Andrade, make it 2-fight series. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I don't think it's realistic, but I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I think that'd be a good fight for both guys. Benavidez has had pretty long camp. He's been Big Bear. That elevation will happen. Ready. Yeah, very ready. Yeah, watch out for David. Yeah, he being Big Bear, then he'll come down and spar. Yeah, he gonna be a monster. Ronald Ellis in trouble. And I look, I got a conspiracy theory. I think they paying Ronald Ellis back because he missed weight. He came in like 5 pounds overweight against Carball. Carball was getting in that ass too. If y'all missed that, those 4 rounds before he popped his Achilles, he was giving Ronald Ellis that work. I gave Carball all 4 rounds. So I think PBC paying him back. They're gonna give him Benavidez, a motivated Benavidez. He said, "Yep, yeah, that's perfect, right? It makes sense. And that is a perfect build. That's a good year. Charlo, Jacobs, then he can roll right to the Benavidez fight. Especially, everybody probably favor him to beat Jacobs, but that's a fun little grudge match type fight. You know what I'm saying? With a storyline. So that's what I would do. He said Andre wins the first one. Murata KOs him in the second. Yeah, that's how that's kind of like the routine on how Murata fights be. With the end down fight and then with Brent. So it might be like that. Yeah, exactly. I thought he beat him down the first fight. Benavidez spawned. Yeah, okay. Yep, I seen that. Carball, yeah, he got bad luck, bro. He can't catch a break. Well, maybe his leg or his shoulder, but you know what I mean. He got horrible luck, bro. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that was a good matchup. So, speaking of Charlo's next opponent, so me, I want Jacobs, but looking at how PBC be matching up these guys, I'm gonna go with the number 5 guy, Juan Macias Montiel. I know some of y'all like, who the fuck is that? He just he just slept James Kirkland on Christmas. He been fighting on PBC cards. I think Jaime Munguia stopped him back in the day when he was at 47. He got 4 losses, 22, 23 and 4, I believe. But all his wins is by knockout. So I ain't saying he beating Charlo, but he's with Samson Boxing, same promoter as David Benavidez. So I'm putting the pieces together. You know what I'm saying? If Charlo don't move up to fight Jacobs next, or do like a catch or whatever he's gonna do, he's gonna fight the number 5 guy. That's my pick. Montiel. Watch what I tell you. Let me see. That's just me going off how the PBC be matching up. Oh, excuse me. He said Carball was just collecting paycheck. Man, he was trying though, man. I ain't gonna lie. Man, he was trying. He said, Charlo, yep. That's what I'm thinking too. Islam. Islam might be more credible than Macias, but I watched the Walter K fight. And for much hell y'all give Andre for Walter K, Walter K was on his ass. He got dropped in that fight earlier in that fight. He got up and Islam was running for his life. I thought Walter K won. I thought he won. It was a 10-round fight. I thought he edged it out 6 rounds to 4. My opinion. Was that 95-94? That guy was running. I mean, running. You know what I'm saying? And Islam is an undefeated guy, amateur pedigree, all that good stuff. You know, that's what I'm saying. We can't be knocking down these guys' resumes so much, especially what they do after. Because he went to that guy's home country, got dropped, got up, and was on his ass. And I thought he won. You know what I'm saying? Jacob's not hungry. Nah, he ain't hungry no more. But I think he'll get up for Charlo. Miguel stopped him. Yeah, okay. I thought I remember. Yeah, he's not bad. He's a good boxer. Good boxer. He'll be a good fighter. But Matias, yeah, Matias can punch, but he's not on that level. I was there live in Ontario for Charlo Harrison 2. He fought Centeno on the undercard. I thought he beat Centeno. That was a good fight. That card was nice. Like that was a good fight to be a good card to go to live. That's the fight FA got dropped by Kalajic. Barderas got stopped in that fight. That was crazy. I think what's his name? Escandon had a first round knockout against a Manny Pacquiao fighter. Andre Durrell was on that card. And then of course the main event was crazy. So yeah, I was wilding out in Ontario that night. Yeah, Macias. Yeah. So my gear number 1. Now they got talks with him fighting Triple G, which I like that fight, bro. I like him and Triple G. That should be fun. But I don't know if it's gonna be next. What's good, Actual Facts? What's good? Appreciate you. So I'm not sure what my gear gonna do. He's been linked up to Islam too, so he might. I know they talking about working date in April for him. I mean, hey, keep him active. So we'll see. I like the Triple G fight. I think he can do some things. I think this is the best time to get Triple G. Derevchenko, he talking about moving down to 54. Last I heard, prefer Charlo move up. If no, Triple G versus Magia. Let Magia fight. Okay, select. Okay, I hate to say it, but nothing good from Charlo stand. Yeah, if he don't unify, Selecki might be on that list too for Charlo to fight if he stay at 160. Don't be surprised. That's all I say. All right. So you got so Derevchenko, Leon Williams is the mandatory for WO. He getting Andre next. They got a press bid on Wednesday. That should be a good one. You know what I'm saying? That's a credible defense. Selecki, just talked about him. I think he had a combat fight in Poland not too long ago. Montiel, talked about him. Zanderbeck fighting on the 27th MTK card. Brandon Adams is in a tough fight. March the 4th against what's the kid name? Sergey Bogacek. I think he's rated in 154. So Brandon Adams versus Sergey Bogacek. That's gonna be in Puerto Rico, Rain City Boxing, USA. That's gonna be NBC. Fat Cow is fighting the 20th. He's facing Arthur Akaval. Let me see. Then the rest of these guys, they ain't really doing nothing. Carlos Molina fought last week in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. All right, we're moving to 154. This is my favorite division right here. You know what I'm saying? He said you guys. Oh, fire matchmakers, the middleweight division. Seriously, these fights are fire. And they make so much sense. That's why they're not gonna happen. Because I be thinking about making fights what fights I want to see. You know what I'm saying? But they'll give us some trash. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, buy the pay-per-view. I don't expect Charlo to have a great fight next. Probably to stay. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Look. It's a reason why they put Kirkland on that card. Kirkland and this guy Montiel Macias. It's a reason why they put him on that card. Think about it, if Kirkland would have won, he'll have a case to call out Charlo because he'll more than likely get ranked by the WBC. Wouldn't that be something? I'm telling you, bro. They were trying to trick us. Akibal, yeah, that's not bad. Southpaw matchup, that's coming up. Chin Smoke, what's good? What's good? All right, so Jermell Charlo is the unified champion at 54. He's basically sitting back, and this is a big week for Charlo, really. If you're a Charlo fan, and we're really a fan of boxing, forget all that. If you're just a fan of boxing, this is a big week for 154 because Teixeira and Castano, they about to fight for the WBO title. If the winner should be looking to unify and become undisputed with Charlo in the summertime, that's big. That's probably the biggest fight of the weekend. Real talk. So looking forward to that. Teixeira's golden boy. So if he win, it's not a given that he's fighting Charlo, but Castano is PBC. So I guess the PBC fans and stuff, hey, let's get it. I know y'all gonna be rooting for Castano. Let's get it. I'm rooting for Castano too because I think it'd be an easier fight to make. But if Teixeira talking like he want to make the fight, I'm with it too. It's just no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to look out for. You got Lubin. He's the mandatory, but he's on hold right now. He should be having a fight coming up. I like to see Lubin versus Harrison, Rosario, J-Rock, Hurd, all of those. I see all of those. And any of those names I just named, they can throw them in the hat and do a round robin. I'm cool with it. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Sergio Garcia, and he was ordered to fight Lubin like a year ago. But he's been taking little fights, undercard fights on Sergio Martinez undercard, and he's fighting like March 26th on the Zone card in Spain. So I don't know what he's doing. Tony Harrison, he been out the loop for a minute. Rosario, now I believe he's gonna come back pretty soon, and I don't think he's gonna take no light touch. J-Rock, his stuff been postponed because he got COVID. He's supposed to fight Dennis Hogan, but that got postponed. So. And Hogan took the Tim Tszyu fight March the 31st. So would that leave him? Hey, he can fight. I like to see him versus Tony Harrison, Lubin, all of that. Rematches. You know what I'm saying? With Hurd. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Hurd. You know what I'm saying? He's been off the loop for a long time. Castano by late. That's what I got. I think it's gonna look like the Castano Cedric V2 fight. I think it's gonna look like that. Because once Castano get his range and get inside, this might be a wrap. He said, "Is Lubin the IBF?" No. Background something. I can't pronounce his last name, but he's the IBF mandatory. He fought on the Charlo's undercard off TV. He got dropped in that fight, but he won by 4th round stoppage. He's on that card. He's down here somewhere. He's number 22. This guy right here, number 22. But he's the IBF mandatory. He on hold. So that IBF mandatory is due, but you know, Charlo is the man. He in a good position where he can be like, I'm just gonna wait. That's why you haven't heard nothing from Charlo, other than what they do on IG. But far as a fight, you know what I'm saying? You notice at the if y'all remember the Spence Danny fight when they interviewed him, he didn't call nobody out. You know what I'm saying? Because he's sitting and waiting. So we'll see. So like I said, Bogachuk, he's at 154, rated at 154, but he's fighting Brandon Adams. That's a good fight. I think this fight is 54 too. Fondor, he might have a fight with Jorge Cota. They might run that back. Jesse Vargas, okay. He looking to have a fight at 54. Dennis Hogan and Tim Tszyu, they're gonna fight. That's 10 and 11. Jack Koke is coming back in a tune-up February 27th. He's the IBF number 2. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Adames fighting this weekend. Don't know his opponent. Liam Williams supposed to fight. Liam Smith is supposed to fight Kermit Ladrara, the number 21 guy. I heard talks about that. Not sure if it's 100 or and then I heard Eddie say he might go take him to Russia and fight. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Then Charles Conwell is coming back in April on the Ring City USA. So yeah, man, I like 154. It's dangerous at 154, bro. You gotta tread lightly. What's up, Ricky E? Salute to you. Don't forget, yeah, I ain't forgetting Laura, but I think Laura moving up. I'm just gonna throw it out there. When you see Laura fighting for some type of vacant title, the WBA regular per se, then you'll think about me when you see it. I think Laura gonna move up. It would be fire if they can get Jamel versus Laura. Also, yeah, it would be. But these guys got different plans. IBT, I'm telling you, they got different plans. They don't think like we think. They thinking like, man, what's the easiest fight I can get for the biggest amount of reward? So watch what I tell you. You see Laura versus somebody for the WBA regular at 160, you're gonna be like, damn, man, LW, man, he always on this shit. I'm telling you. He said Liam Smith is probably going to be fighting in Spain. Okay, yeah. Okay, you heard the same thing. Okay. Who is her? I don't know. I just have a feeling because Laura's supposed to fight Sorrow for the longest time. What's up, Rob 87? He like them Russians. I feel you. He's supposed to fight Michael Sorrow, his mandatory, for the longest time. They even went to the convention last year and they pushed it back again. Laura fought Vendetti. Nobody asked for that fight. So I'm thinking something fishy with this. Either he gonna fight Sorrow, which is his mandatory, or he moving up. I just have a feeling. You see, Murata moved up to the super champion, so the vacant WBA is vacant. I mean, the WBA regular is vacant, and you know how the PBC doing with the WBC title. They're just handing them shits out. You know what I'm saying? Like, here you go, here you go. So that's just me. He said, that might. Hey, I would not be surprised, bro. I would not. That fight would have been fire in 2011, 2012. That would have been fire. Michael Sorrow. Yeah, Michael Sorrow, nice, bro. He underrated. He can beat all those top guys. There you go. Maybe you bank because he's the. There you go. Michael Sorrow. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you bank. You never know. All right, 147, the Diva division. So, Spence is the unified champion, WBC IBF. He has an IBF mandatory who is Quadratilo Arkadorov, but that gonna be on hold. He don't have to worry about that. Sean Porter is the mandatory in the WBC, but it haven't been called. Well, he's not. I wouldn't say he's the mandatory. He's number one. Let me clarify. He's not in the mandatory. It haven't been called. You're only in the mandatory when it's called or you win a final eliminator. He didn't win. That wasn't a final eliminator. He won with for Melo. That was just eliminator. But he's number one. So we all know the story about Ugas getting elevated, and then there's big talks about Spence and Ugas for the 3 belts. So I'm like, let's bring it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We already know how boxing is, so let's get it. So I'm thinking Sean Porter fight, but I don't know the date, but I think they're gonna fight. And I think they're gonna fight around the same time Spence and Ugas fight. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I gotta rewatch. Yeah, that was a good fight. That was a good fight. Yeah, tough fight. So we got Mikey at number 2. I don't know what the hell he gonna do. Same thing with Keith Thurman. I'm thinking Keith might have a little tune-up though. Danny, I don't know what he's doing either. Verger has a good fight coming up with Mo Hooker March the 20th. They got a WBO International on the line, which is basically like the silver title in the WBC. So it's like the highest ranking title after the world title. That's a good fight. Egas, I'm hearing he might come back in May. Not sure. I would love a fight with Egas versus if Jose Benavidez is right. That's a good fight. Cassius Clayton is a good fight for him. Who else? I even like a Jose Cesar Lopez fight, but that side of the street type shit. David Avanesian versus Josh Kelly. That's February the 20th. That's a good fight. That's a tough fight for Josh Kelly. He can't be playing around with Avanesian. He been on the road ever since he lost to Mean Machine. So I talked about Quasatilo. He's coming back March the 13th on David Benavidez undercard versus a southpaw puncher. You know what I'm saying? He said Thurman is wash. He said Bud might be fighting Virgil. Yeah, that's a possibility. I think it's gonna be Porter and then maybe Virgil. It depends. All right, what else we got? Where we at? So Josecito Lopez, number 9. He should be coming back. I like him for some of those guys too. Clayton, all those guys like that. Amir Khan, I don't know why he's still in the rankings. Kev, they need to go ahead and fight, bro. A loser leave town match, bro. They need to go ahead and get it on. Boost versus Lipinets. That's April the 10th. That's a good fight. Definitely step up for Boots. I like him in the fight though. Mo Hooker. Talani, number 14, and Santiago Dominguez is a little puncher. So we'll see, bro. We'll see. We'll see. What's up? Oh, Alex Vargas, what's good, bro? Salute to you. You must know me off Twitter. What's good with you, man? I wish I could be. I wish it could be Ugas versus Thurman win against Spence. I mean, yeah. I think Spence kind of controlling stuff right now, and he's going to dictate what's going to happen. At least Thurman all in the cold for the time being. Who is Casio Clay? I don't know, man. Like I said, I like him versus anybody. Honestly, realistically, I can see Mean Machine. I can see Keith Thurman too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Josecito Lopez. I don't know, bro. He should have something coming up. He said, Brooke, Khan, pink slip match. Yeah. Yep. You gotta get up out of here, bro. But it might be entertaining, yo. Whenever you get some older guys fighting, you know what I'm saying? I think that fight better be fun though. Yeah, let's get it, bro. I don't care. I'll watch it. I don't see Pilot O putting oh yeah oh he got jokes. He don't see Pilot O putting Virgil in there with Bud yet. I can see him. I can see him doing it. I can see him. We gotta see how Virgil look. I think Virgil gonna beat Hooker, but I think it's gonna be a tougher fight than people expect. He said, "Boo, do you see Boost going the IBF route for the title shot?" Yes, because Lipinets is number 3 in the IBF, and normally when you beat a guy, you just take his spot in the IBF. That's what I like about the IBF. You take his spot. So yeah, I can see that definitely. Amir Khan Brook is way past expiration date. Yeah, it is. They need to get it over with and already. Yeah, I still watch it though. It might be fun, yo. They so past it. It'll be a fun fight. They don't have no choice but to stand and trade. He said now at one point it was big all over. Yeah, it was. Converse Brook fighting a laundromat. They might fight in Dubai. Clay versus Boots. That's a good fight. Yep. If he can fight Lipinets, he can fight Clayton. So I'm with that. Yeah, they got Boots and Lipinets. Yeah, April the 10th. All right, let's move down to 140. Now 140 is tied up at the top because we got Undisputed coming sometime in May 8th, May 15th, May 22nd. I don't know. Pick one. Let's get it popping. That's gonna be a big fight. Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. I love that fight. I like Taylor, but Ramirez can do some things. I'm not gonna write him off. So now the guys up under this need to get in position. They got a mandatory in the WBO, which is Jack Collarall. He stepped aside, so salute to him. And then you got Jose Zepeda is the WBC mandatory, so they got him on hold. He might have a fight or two, or just a stay busy fight. IBF, they just ordered. Damn, who they gonna order? Louis Viston versus Ponce, the Argentine fighter for the IBF. So you see these guys getting in position. And WBA, I don't know who the hell they gonna order. They got full champions, so I guess whoever not super champion is the mandatory. I don't know. Barrios, Barroso, and The kid from Dominican Republic. He's the interim title champion. So I don't know, but we'll see. He said Khan been ducking for years. Yeah. He said let's get Ellis versus Lopez. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that. I like Josito. We haven't got one right. Yeah. We almost had one on Gamboa a couple years ago, maybe like 2017. They fought on the same card, and then I think Gamboa got notified that he can get the tank fight, so he went to PBC. We almost had it, like 10 years too late. I'm still waiting for Leonard Pryor. Leonard Pryor, ha man, I'm still waiting for Johnny Tapia and Mark Too Sharp Johnson, bro. Shit, I want to see that fight. Bro, how post I still I don't know, man. Yeah, man. I tell you, that's why I like to do these rankings, bro. Cause yeah, I like post though. I think he's a good fighter. He might got one more good fight than him. He said put it on Thriller. Yeah, they can do it. Somebody will buy it. So Regis number 2, Post number 3, Postal number 3. Barbosa, he might have a good fight coming up. I like Barbosa versus Pedraza. That's a good fight. Pablo Cano, he won an eliminator, but he been chilling. I don't know what he gonna do. Baranchik, I heard Baranchik was gonna fight. Hell, I hope this don't happen. But I heard Baranchik gonna fight Gadashev. Hell nah. Somebody don't like Baranchik. He must owe somebody money, bruh. If they're gonna put him in with Gadashev, that's a killer. Don't do that. That's a wrap for him. If you do that. Number 7, Sandor Martin. He's with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Spain, something like that. He should have a fight coming up pretty soon. Back tier, right here, number 8. He's fighting on Showbox. When is it? March the 10th. So check him out. He can fight Southpaw. He can fight Jack Calleral. He's the WO mandatory. Anthony Idjit. I ain't heard nothing from him. Troyanowski, same way. Haven't heard nothing. Louis Riskin, he's going for the IBF. Sabrina Matisse, he's a dangerous fighter. Dangerous. O'Hara Davis. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, this guy right here, Petro, he beat Matias on the Wilder Fury 2 undercard. He 15, Matias 13. Like, I don't know. I don't know how they do these rankings. He said Honor Barbosa been looking good. Yeah, yep. He been boxing real well. The Bella wrong for man. He better not do that. I gotta hit Lou behind the scenes. Don't do that to him. I don't know what he did. That'd be a fun fight, Mark. Like it'd be a fun fight. Don't get me wrong. But after that shit he went through with Zepeda, man, get him Paulie Malignaggi, bro, or somebody. He got to get a feel good fight. Bring up what's the kid's name? They fought Danny back in the day. Rod Stalker. He deserved Rod Stalker, bro, after what he went through with Zepeda. Yeah, I want that fight. Barancha versus Rod Stalker. Feel good fight. You put him in with Gadashev, it's a wrap, bro. It's over. Yeah, he better not do that, bro. Don't do it. Ain't no way. The next man, hell no. Don't do it. All right, we move to 135. Man, this shit. Look at all these damn champions at 135. Franchise Luke Teofimo, champion Devin Haney. Interim, man, come on, bro. I'm just gonna make it easy and simple. Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Teofimo is a unified champion. You got the other 3 belts. Ryan Garcia is the mandatory. I don't know what he's doing. He out here. I don't know what he's doing. It makes sense for him to fight Devin Haney to get out the way. Or, you know what I'm saying, if he feel like he's not ready, then fight Linares. It's okay. Get yourself to I don't know. The lightweight be tripping. The Jab Jamboree. What's good, bro? Salute to you. He said Liberechka. Yeah, man. They're gonna put him in with that killer. That's crazy. Matias was like, yeah, man, he was walking through all Hawkins shots. Yeah, he was on some other stuff that night. What's up, D-Lo? What's good with you? He was on some other shit that night, bro. Francisco Vargas doing that. Where he at? Oh, okay, okay. Let me look at. Let me look. Okay, yeah, he's at number 4. Damn. Yo. So yeah. So Lomachenko number 1. Maybe he come back. I'm thinking me playing matchmaker. I'm thinking he gonna get the winner between Comey and Marinez this weekend. That's me. Maybe like in May or June, something like that. Just me playing matchmaker. I'm not sure. I don't know if they want to give him the Nakatani just yet, but maybe he take Nakatani. I don't know. Nakatani got a fractured orbital bone, so I don't know how long he out. So for Fortuna, now Fortuna is like bait, really. You know what I'm saying? He's a secondary mandatory for Devin Haney, which I think that fight might be next. But I would say Tank can steal him away since he lost Ryan Garcia, but Tank hurt his hand. That's what they saying. So he might be out a little bit longer than expected. So I think we can see Fortuna versus Devin Haney next. Then it talks about Haney and Linares. I don't know, bruh. Like I don't know what these guys doing. I really don't. But I think Fortuna makes sense for Devin Haney. That's still a good learning fight. Linares, shoot. If Ryan Garcia, I'd rather see Ryan Garcia fight, stay in his division, fight Linares instead of playing with Pacquiao, mess around and get murked. You feel me? Like that don't make no sense to me. Francisco Vargas, I don't know what happened. Maybe he got some pictures of Mauricio, but he's fooled at 135. I'm just gonna be 100. I think I seen in one of his fights he had recently. I think it was on Facebook Watch. Yeah, it might be a wrap. Yvonne Mendy, he's like the WBA gold. So I think he might fight James Tennyson next. Richard Comey fighting this weekend versus Jasper Marinez. Good fight. Nakatani, he out for a minute. Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell might come back versus somebody like maybe James Tennyson, maybe Ricky Burns, a domestic fight. Zor Adalev got a fight coming up in Russia. Tego. Now that's another opponent that he might get a call to fight Devin Haney. You never know. He's up there. Cambosa's fighting Teofimo, Patera. That's another good fight for somebody. I don't know what Lee Selby doing. So Maxie Hughes, he up in there. So yeah, man, I don't know what 35 doing. He said Ryan ain't ready for the Narez. He said Ryan ain't ready for the Narez and me and Oscar. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what these guys doing. Matisse is may have yeah, man. Matisse and Regis is a crazy fight. I think Regis is crazy enough and durable enough to push Matisse back, and he punched hard enough. That's probably the only. I mean, that's a tough fight. Who should Malik Hawkins fight next? Um, I don't know. Okay, I would give him. I would make that fight. You might have to make him. You might have to. I would step him down a little bit, but not too far. So he might have to get another journeyman, somebody that's been active. Get him one of those, and before you give him a tougher fight, because he took a lot of punishment. He coming off a kidney ailment, and then he went through Matisse. He need to slow down too. So yeah, maybe I'm not sure the name, but I wouldn't give him nothing crazy. He said Lenard's easy work for Haney. Let's get it. Yeah, that was a classic. Francisco Vargas. Yeah, he might fight Linares. They on Golden Boy. I'm starting to think these little dudes are worried about losing. Yeah, they learn. Yeah, to a solid contender. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Just fight the best guy. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Lenard. Yep. Yep. You thinking the same way I'm thinking. I'm thinking they can fight. Like to see Haney versus Tego. That fight can happen now. Should have happened instead. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I was pushing for damn Terry Flanagan. I want to see Terry Flanagan was ranked. I don't know where he at right here. He's 21. But I think he was like 14 at the time. I pushed for that because I'm like, okay, he talking about moving to 140, right? So that's a common opponent of Mo Hooker. And then if you beat him bad, then you can compare that to Mo Hooker. And then Terry Flanagan never lost at 135. His two losses was at 40. I thought that was a good fight, but you know. He said Mendy versus Test. Oh yeah, that's a good fight. Yep, that's a good fight. Mendy pretty durable. So yeah, man, they got to tighten up. I like Pitbull Cruz though in this division. He should be fighting on Benavidez undercard against John Fernandez March the 13th. So all right, 130. Now 130 is on display. Three of their champions is fighting this month. Starting off with Jojo Diaz defending his IBF against Shaq Romanoff. That's a good fight. Then you got next week you got Burchett versus Valdez on ESPN, and then the week after that you got Herring versus Frampton for the WBO. So yeah, so we'll see. We can kind of like get a gauge on who the best. I think Burchett probably the best. So I'm gonna say Tank. I say Burchett. Um, but Burchett, he got like 5 or 6 defenses. He's fighting Valdez, which I think he's a heavy favorite because we know Valdez has been through the ringer, bro. He ain't been the same. You feel me? So yeah, you gotta tighten up that defense. I like Valdez, like with my heart. I like him. He one of my favorite fighters to watch. But man, it's hard to pick him in this fight, bro. It is hard to pick him in this fight. We'll see. Shakur number 2, but he going down the WBO route. So really, O'Shaquie Foster is the next. Really, you can say he's the number 1 guy because the other 2 guys occupy. So he should be getting an eliminator. He looked good against Mickey Ramon, you know what I'm saying? Rain City, USA. I can see O'Shaquie Foster versus the number 8 guy, Rocky Hernandez, who was a good prospect, suffered that knockout loss to Roger Gutierrez. And he came back, you know what I'm saying, got a good victory. I can see him versus O'Shaquie Foster. They fall on the same card. They got Leo number 4. I don't know what he's doing. Tevin Farmer, he's been ordered to fight in the IBF eliminator. You know what I'm saying? Against Martin J. Ward. So that should be coming. Rene Alvarado. I like to see Rene Alvarado get that rematch with Roger Gutierrez. Run that shit back. You know what I'm saying? That was a good fight. I think that deserved a 3rd fight. You know what I'm saying? Cancio, I don't know what he doing. He signed with Top Rank and start pricing himself out. I don't know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Gonzalez, come on, bro. Albert Bell, he should be having a fight coming up. So I don't know. I have no idea. He said, "What about Tank?" Man, I love that fight, bro. I'd rather see that than shit. Actually, I'd rather see that than Ryan Garcia. Honestly, I'd rather see that because Ryan Garcia it's just like a clout fight. I think Pitbull he'll come at Tank. Tank gonna have to work. If Tank get him, he get him. You know what I'm saying? But I love that fight. He said Foster. Yeah, I like Foster. I got Valdez. Oh, he got Valdez. Man, I like Valdez, bro. Come on, Valdez. That'd be crazy. It should be easy to make, right? Yo, I think because Isaac Cruz number 4 in the WBA, and he's number 2 in the IBF. He won that eliminator, but he gonna have to wait for the IBF because Tiff him about to face his mandatory right now. So that's another year, right? So maybe they getting him ready for Rolly. Because John Fernandez has popped in the WBA rankings at number 13 out of nowhere. And my man moved up to number 4. He was like number 6, and then Cruz moved up to number 4. So maybe, yo, Rolly get in trouble, bro. Fuck that. Rolly versus Pitbull Cruz. Yo, Rolly's in trouble, yo. I'm calling right now. That'd be a fun fight, though. Like, all the shit Rolly get, he is a tough dude, though. He'll come to fight. I thought he looked better in his last fight, though, but, somebody to sit there and bang with him, Pitbull Cruz, man, that'd be a fun fight. Yeah, I can see that too. Foster versus Hernandez for mandatory. Yep. Bell versus Cancio. Yep. Let's get it. Let's get it. 130 is decent though. They gotta fight each other. Featherweight. So Gary Russell been ordered to fight Ray Vargas. That first bid supposed to have been February the 5th. So I guess they worked out a deal. So I'm expecting Gary Russell Vargas like May. That's the annual date for the Gary Russell's family, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I can see. You see Josh Warrington number 2. That's crazy. He gave up his belt. Now he number 2 in the WBC, number 2 in the WBA. That's crazy. I don't understand the move. I'm still confused. I know he don't want to fight Kid Galahad, but damn, he said he number 1 in featherweight. So if you number 1, then your confidence should feel like you the best. Fight him again. That's why you got training camps so you can work through all that stuff. Both of them guys coming off layoff, so you can't use that as an excuse. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't understand that move. He said if Oscar Valdez went, yeah, exactly, Ricky. Yep. And another thing, I know this made a lot of people mad. It made me mad too. But Reynoso, early candidate of coach of the year, trainer of the year. I didn't think he should have got it last year, but if Valdez win, it's gonna be hard to take that from him. For real. It's gonna be. I don't care what Spence and Charlo do. I don't care what Bud and Herring do. That's gonna be hard to take from him just off that win alone, bro. So yeah, PBC all over the top 5 rankings. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Top 6, they got shit. 1, 2. Well, not Warrington. 1. They got 1, number 3. They got the champion. They got the number 1, number 3, 4, 6, 7. I don't know if he signed the contract yet. The Galahad signed. I know he was talking about it. Joette with Golden Boy. So yeah, they all over that. You're right. If these guys at the bottom fight each other, like I think maybe Joette might fight Jesse Madaleno. That's a good fight. Kid Galahad versus Jazzy Dickens. That's a good fight too, because Jazzy was in that fight, the first fight. He got stopped in the last round, but that was a back and forth fight, man. Yeah, that shit was like 8 years ago. So both of those guys grown, so it should be a different fight. Seha, he's with PBC. Number 10, Ryan Lowe. That's Tyson Fury's homeboy. Isaac Dalbay. Dalbay versus Lowe is a good fight. Michael Conley, he's at 122. Oscar Escondon. So yeah, man. This division need unification. They keeping Leo Santa Cruz and the champion at WBA. So hopefully he fights somebody. If Kid Galahad win the IBF, and he signed with PBC and he unified with either or Leo Santa Cruz or Gary Russell, I'm with that. That's dope. Then they gotta get Navarrete in there somewhere. He supposed to fight Christopher Diaz. So yeah, man. If they start fighting each other at the top, all divisions like that. If the top guys fight each other at the top, then the fans, we ain't, you know what I'm saying, we happy. I'm betting on Valdez. Let's get it. I hope Valdez win though. I like him. He getting that W. Mark my words. That's what's up. Hold on 1 second. Y'all hope he do win. That'd be good. He said Derek James was, yeah, I thought he was too. But it'd be hard to beat Ed Reynoso if Valdez win though. It'd be hard to beat him. What's your feeling and understanding of interim champions? Like I said, lightweight, they have 2 champions. Yeah, man. I thought the interim champion was in place just in case the champion can't defend his title. And once you become interim champion, then the only fight you should have is against the champion. Unless the champion is not available, then you just fill that spot. That's what interim mean to me. But what they doing, I don't know. Because the silver, I don't know what that stuff means. That's why I get confused. So I don't know. They have 2 champs and the interim. Yeah, bro, that shit is crazy to me. It would just make sense for um the interim and the silver to fight each other, and then the franchise and the regular fight. I don't know. That shit's just stupid to me. But they have 2 champs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The champs should fight each other. You know what I'm saying? T.O. and Ryan Garcia, T.O. and Devin Haney should fight each other. And the silver, yeah. I don't see. That's why I don't know. That's why that shit it got confusing. Too confusing. It's too many, too confusing, all that good stuff. So yeah. Yeah, that's what the lines get blurred. All right, super bantamweight. So this division just got real hot. You know what I'm saying? With Fulton becoming the WBO champion, Aleem winning the interim title. He might get elevated to regular too. I'm gonna throw that out there because my man Figueroa talking about fighting Neri, who is the WBC champion. They're talking about fighting coming up. That's a good fight. Louis Neri, he just left Reynoso. He's not with them no more, so he's looking for a trainer. I think he was with Freddie Roach before that. So, you know, so that's a little story. But he should be looking for a trainer and getting ready to fight Figueroa. That's a good fight. Then you got MJ. He supposed to fight his IBF mandatory. Asawa. That's a good fight. That might be in Uzbekistan coming up in March. Then talked about Fulton. So we'll see. We got some good 122 fights this weekend. Ronnie Rios versus Oscar Negrete, something like that. That's a good fight. The kid who had a trilogy with Joshua Franco. And then Crazy A, Zach Hovanesian is on that card. He beat Ronnie Rios. So, yeah, man. So looking at these rankings, Castro, um, he won he supposed to fight in the eliminator. So I like a fight with him and Daniel Roman. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I know one top rank and one PBC, but that's a good fight. Ronnie Rios fighting this weekend. The Japanese kid, I'm not sure what he's doing. Same with the South African fighter. These guys right here, I don't know what they got going on. Talked about Zach. Angel Leo, he can come back. Shoot, I like Angel Leo versus number 9 guy. Y'all remember Aaron Alameda? He gave Luis Neri hell. That's a good fight. 8 and 9. Okay. Matchmaking. Mike Plania at 13. Thomas Patrick Ward. He didn't look too good in his last fight. He got a draw against a journeyman. TJ Doheny. He can make some noise. Former world champion. Okay. Doheny versus any of these guys. So yeah, man. They gotta fight each other, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We have some good fights. All right. So bantamweight 122. O'Bali got his belt back. You know what I'm saying? That was some foolishness. They should have just let him keep the belt. Then they created an interim champion out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Gaballo got a gift decision over Manny Rodriguez, who took him to school that fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's sanction fees, I guess. But Bali is coming back in a tune-up. I know that's not a tune-up. Sorry, take that back. He's fighting the number 2 guy, another Son Ravenside, but it's a different one. Not the one we all know and love, but it's another one. He got a good record, like 50-1 or some shit like that. He's supposed to fight in March coming up. I think that's gonna be in France. So he been on the ring for a minute. Gaballo been ordered to fight Rodriguez in a rematch. I don't know what Donaire gonna do. Charlie Edwards. I think he's with Frank Warren. So yeah, man. This a good division though. You got anyway at the top. He got his IBF mandatory coming up. Michael Desmarinas. And then John Rail Casamero. I'm not sure what he gonna do. I heard talks about him and Rigo, which would be a good fight, but it's been quiet. So he said Roman versus Planeta. That's a good fight. Ooh, that's a good fight. Good matchmaking right there. I like that. Yeah, fight. He said another round of yeah. Cause I think that's the name of their gym or something like that. And like you see Ramasai always wear those bright yellow and red shorts. That's the name of their gym. He says Zelani. Man, I don't know what Zelani Tete doing, bruh. I haven't heard nothing. Like crickets. I mean, I'm not even sure he's still with Frank Warren, bro. I can see him fight with him and Charlie Edwards though. They both on the same side, but I don't know. You got anyways brother number 5, Maloney. He back up in there. Rashid Warren's supposed to fight on the AB undercard, but it might be off TV. It might be like on the Showtime Facebook channel or YouTube channel before the main fights. Um, yeah, I like this division though. Number 14, Haga had a good win not too long ago. So yeah. All right, we wind it down. 115. We got a super fight coming up March 13th. Estrada defending his title, unifying against Chocolatito, the WBA champion. So with all that, um, so Ramasai fighting the day before that, he getting the winner. He's the mandatory, so he should win his fight. Got the IBF champion Cajas. Oh man, that dude, that dude got seven, eight title defenses. You know what I'm saying? He definitely need the unification. Ioka, you know what I'm saying? He's the man right now. He's in a good position because he can move up and fight anyway. That'd be a big fight. And then he can just unify with Cajas or try to get um you know what I'm saying, the winner between Estrada and Chocolatito. So he got options. Um Quadras. I like Quadras is still in the mix. You feel me? Tanaka at number 6. So yeah, this division is alright, and they actually fighting each other because Estrada, Chocolatito, Ramosai, Quadras, they all fought each other, bro. That's the real four kings. If you ain't talking about that shit that they got going on at 115. I mean, excuse me, 135, bro. We ain't talking about that shit. We ain't talking about that. That fantasy four kings. We ain't talking about that. This right here, they actually fought each other, bro. Like that's crazy. All these guys fought each other. That's crazy, and like multiple times too. We can't get one fight with this lightweight shit they got going on. It's crazy stuff. All right, flyweight. JC Martinez got a fight coming up February 27th versus Arroyo. That's a good fight. That should be fun. Well, I say JC Martinez is probably one of the top like exciting fighters in boxing. Very exciting fighter. Um, there's another division that needs some unification. They got four champions, bro. I want to say unification with Martinez and Malane. That's a good fight. Malane Lane, something like that. The IBF champion. John Two Nakatani supposed to have a mandatory with Acosta, Tito Acosta, but Acosta fighting in March, Rain City, USA, in Puerto Rico. So after that, maybe he get Nakatani. That's a good fight. That's a dangerous fight for both of them. Because Acosta got all wins, 22 wins by knockout. And Nakatani can punch too. So, yeah, man. All these divisions. All these divisions right here. 108, they should have a unification coming with Alvarado versus Soto, the IBF and WBO. Kenshiro, he's been in some trouble of recently. I think he did something. He got into some trouble, so he got sanctioned by the Japanese government. So I'm not sure when he coming back. But yeah, man. Same with 105. Unifications are key, so us fans can really be harping on these guys and asking for more and more. Because a lot of people don't want to pay attention to them, but they key too. You know what I'm saying? They can have some good fights in the divisions too. So yeah, man, that's it right there, man. Just ran through these rankings right here. Nothing too crazy. I was expecting a little bit of craziness, but not too much. He said your five versus, oh, that's a good fight. Yes, sir. Your five versus Quadras. I heard he was going to 118 though. You five. Hey, that's a good fight at 118 too. I'm with that. Either way, yeah, okay. My man Alex coming up with some good ass matchups, bro. Salute to that. I appreciate that. That's what's up. So yeah, man. That's it, man. So I like to go through these rankings whenever they come out. So I got the latest. I got the WBA, IBF, and WBC. So I'm waiting on the WBO. I think the WBO probably won't come out till next week because they got how many? They got 2 world title fights this weekend. So I mean, it kind of makes sense just to wait until they get the results of those fights and then come out with new rankings on Monday. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, man. So WBC, far as 1 through 15, they might have the best rankings. You know what I'm saying? Like the ranking system, but they're not the best sanctioned body. Too much confusing. Uh, franchise champion only for 2 people, and it should be for the whole for all 17 divisions. If you're gonna do it, it's just so much confusion. And then they change their rules out the blue. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, but 1 through 15, probably got the most consistent rankings. It's just the other stuff they do outside of the rankings. It's a problem. So we'll see, man. So hope everybody. He said told me on Twitter. He said I've been doing my homework since. Okay, bet. Okay, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's good shit. I appreciate you too, man. That's what's up. Yeah. So I hope you guys gain something from this, man. It's just just chopping it up, learning some stuff for myself because you never know how these sanction bodies and these promoters be working. So it's just for me, it's just a good head start on the game, really, just to catch something. You know what I'm saying, here and there. So I make sure I'm ready. I don't have to trip too much. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, man. I salute everybody for coming through, dropping a comment. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You can follow me on Twitter at OverJ scrolling across. IG, hit me up on IG, LDub_boxing. I'm on there, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, bro. So it was fun chopping up with you guys. That's my time, and I'm out. He said, oh, one more thing. He said, but I think the WBC has to be, yeah, that's true. Everyone asks to be, yeah. I don't think everyone's so crazy about other belts of that green. Yeah. Yes, sir. But salute to you, Alice Vargas, everybody else that came through. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out.